evening, everybody. Happy Thursday. It is Thursday, right? It's Thursday. Welcome to your Thursday evening strength and sweat class. So for this class, all you need is either one dumbbell or one kettlebell. Thank you, Jane. I know it's not December yet, but the tree had to go up, okay? It just had to. It's a little bit in my way, but we're going to work with it. So one kettlebell or one dumbbell. And we're going to do a lot of strength-based stuff tonight, so taking things a little bit slower, but really working the whole body. So I hope you are well. I hope you are good to go. Let's do it. Let's get warmed up. So finding yourself a space, we're just going to do a few stretches to just get ourselves warm. So coming straight down, bring your feet just outside of your hips, sink the hips back into a squat, and just take a little rock side to side here. So you can push your elbows against your knees if that helps you. Just find a little more movement. Then you're going to drop your hands all the way down to the floor, push your hips up to the ceiling, and stretch out through the hamstrings. And we're just going to do that a few times. So sinking back down to your squat, see if you can come a little bit further into it. Reach forward, hips up, stretch through the hamstrings. Good. So keep breathing, keep pushing the knees wide, lift up nice and high. I'm going to do two more here. Sinking a little bit lower now. Release down, lift up. And last one. Good, release up to the hamstrings. Okay, take a big breath in, roll all the way up to standing. Now we're going to come into a forward lunge with a twist. So taking a big step forward, gently turn towards the knee that's bent, bring it back to the center, lunge back, other side. Stepping forward, twisting through the spine, return, push up. So drop that back knee nice and close to the floor. Try to find a little more depth with each and every lunge, just like we did in the squat. Perfect. Let's go for one more on each side. Relax it there. Bring one knee up, just in line with the hip, and then take it out gently to the side. So just rolling through the hip, switch to the other leg. So you can hold on to something if you need a little balance. Lifting and rotating. Good, last one. Oh, shake it out. Little twist through the spine. Perfect, and we are good to go. So this evening we're going to work through supersets. So 2 exercises back to back, working through that strength. Okay, so really taking the time. Now I'm going to warn you, Jane, we're working on balance, okay, just in the first exercise, but you'll be fine. We can all take whatever option we need to. Any point you need to, that weight can come down, okay? I'm going to show you the options with the kettlebell, but any point, feel free to drop it safely and just go with the body weight option, okay? So choose what works best for you. So our first superset, we're going to do a single leg deadlift, and then we're going to do a goblet squat. Back to back with minimal rest in between, and then we'll take about 30 seconds rest straight after, okay? So first exercise is your single leg deadlift. Now I'm going to show you without the weight first, and then we can add in the weight if you feel comfortable to. So standing on one leg, take your opposite arm out long. We're just going to hinge backwards, tap down, and release back up, okay? So all the weight is in this standing leg. Bend the knee slightly, push and hinge through the hip. So we're going to do 6 on one side, 6 on the other, and then we switch to our goblet squat. So we then do 10, bringing the kettlebell to the chest, sit down, straight back up, okay? 6 on one leg, 6 on the other, 10 in the center. Then we rest. Good. So I'm going to start with the body weight in the first round just to get myself a little bit warmed up. Then I may switch to the weighted option in the second. Just go with what feels good to you, okay? So first round, when we are ready, whichever leg you prefer to start on, whichever leg is your strongest, you can use the wall for support if you need to at any point, okay? So starting with 6 single leg deadlifts. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So nice and slow and controlled. Squeeze the glutes as you come up to the top. Try and keep the hips level. Good. Core is nice and tight, and focus on using the legs to bring you down rather than just leaning through the chest. Perfect. Once you've done 6, switching over to the other side, make sure you steady yourself at the top. We bend and reach. Perfect. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. That back leg doesn't have to come too high. We just need to get low into that front leg. Good. Once you've done your 6, lifting up your kettlebell or your dumbbell, bringing it to your chest, 10 squats. Sinking hips back, pushing knees out in line with the toes. Once you've done your 10, kettlebell comes down, take about a 30-second rest, okay? So take deep breaths, bring your heart rate down, and we get ready to go again. So again, option this time to add the weight on those single leg deadlifts. I still want you to focus on going nice and slowly, okay? And really squeeze the glute on the way up. Okay, you've got 10 seconds left to rest. So whichever leg you're choosing to start on, the weight's going to go into the opposite hand. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Gently tap down, lift up. And if you've picked up that weight, you should feel that immediate fire through the back of the leg. That's the difference. Just gets a little bit harder to lift up. Again, once you've done your 6 on one side, switch to the other. Slow and controlled. It's okay to wobble. Once you've done your 6, straight into your 10 squats. Chest up, shoulders back. Sink through those hips. Once you're done, rest. Good, so hopefully you can feel the difference. If you did go for the weighted option, that single leg deadlift just becomes a little bit harder to pull up. And you can feel it through the back of the legs. So again, taking another 30 seconds to rest. We're going to do one last round of that move, okay? One last move for the legs. So when you're ready, coming back to your mat. Lifting your weight up if that's what you're using. When we're ready, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So try not to let that weight drag you down. Control it every second of the movement. Six and switch. Now really set yourself up before you go. No need to rush. Ten squats to finish. Good, let's see if we can get a little lower. Perfect. And rest. Good. First round done. Easy peasy, right? My legs are not saying so. Good job. So next we're going to move on to the upper body. So give the legs a little rest. We've got two moves again. One which is unilateral, using one side then the other. And the second which is both arms at the same time, okay? So exactly what we just did, but with the arms rather than the legs. Your two moves this time. You're going to come down onto your knees, stepping one leg forwards, and whichever leg which is forwards, you're going to hold the weight in the opposite hand, okay? Other hand goes out for balance. You're going to press up and release down. 6 on one side, then step through, 6 on the other. Your second move. You're going to come all the way down, laying on your back. Bring your weight towards your chest, and we're just going to press up to the ceiling, slowly release back down. So elbows at a slight angle away from the ribs, gently squeezing down, push up nice and hard. So 6 kneeling press on one side, 6 on the other, then 10 chest press in the middle. Okay, let's do it. Time to make the arms as wobbly as the legs are. So again, choose whichever side feels strongest or best for you to start on. Have a little go with just your arm first if you need to now. Then we're ready to go. So I'm going to start with my left leg forward just because it's a little bit easier for me to show you. About a 90-90 position. Brace the tummy in. Sit nice and tall, okay? Okay, we're ready. So if your left leg's forward, weight comes into the right hand. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So 6 slow controlled reps, one side. Good, once you're done, step it through, switch to the other side. So try to really isolate the arms. That means not moving the body at all. Once you've done 6, lay yourself down, bring your weight in both hands towards your chest, knees up if that feels comfortable for you, press up for 10, 9, 8. So allow the arms to just graze the floor. Perfect, once you've done your 10, pop the weight down, take a little break. Good, so another 30-second rest. So all this movement is focusing on just using the arms. We try and keep the body as still as possible by bracing the core, okay? You're ready to go back to your kneeling. Kneeling press. Let's go wear the shoulders out by the third round. Okay, 10 seconds left to rest. Set yourself up. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. 6. Good. Once you're done, switch over. Slow and controlled, remember, we're not trying to rush. It's not a competition. Perfect. Once you've done your 6, dropping it down, 10 chest press. Let's do it. Punch up hard. Try to slowly lower. That's how we're going to find control. Perfect. Once you've done your 10, weight comes down, and we rest. Good job. One more round with this move. Then we've got 2 moves left, and that's it. See, full body, nice and easy. Okay, 10 more seconds and then we're off. So set yourself up for your last round, nice and strong. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So it starts to get a little bit harder. You have to push just a little bit further, grit your teeth. Step and switch. Last 10 reps, chest press. Almost there. Rest once you've done your 10. Perfect, good job. So that's 2 rounds done, 1 more to go. Grab a little drink, bring your heart rate down. I'll show you the next 2 moves, okay? So similar to what we did on the first class 2 weeks ago, we're going to do a single arm row. So 6 on one side, 6 on the other, and then we're going to go for 10 front raises. So the single arm row, again, step 1 leg forward, bend through the knees, brace the core, lean the chest forwards, then draw the elbow up towards the ribs. So drawing that kettlebell, almost like you're tucking it into your back pocket, okay? 6 on one side, 6 on the other. Then using both arms, we're going to do a front raise. So standing nice and tall, feet just outside of hips, brace the core again. We start with the kettlebell just by your hips. We lift all the way up to the shoulders. We release down for 10, okay? So again, 6, 6, and 10. That just nearly landed on my toe, that was lucky. Okay, are we ready for our last round? 3 times through, okay? So again, slow, controlled, just take your time to work through the reps. So starting whichever side you feel most comfortable, take a big step back, bend through the knees, slightly lean forwards so that we can lift that elbow nice and high. When we are ready, let's do it. So I'm starting with my left leg forward, so my kettlebell is in my right arm. Other hand comes onto the hip, and when we're ready, 3, 2, 1, let's go. 6, 5, 4, really take your time. Good, step and switch, other side. Once you've done 6 on both sides, 10 front raises. That's where it gets painful because it's quite heavy. Lifting up, releasing down slow. So just like the chest press, move fast, catch it, and then slowly lower. Almost there. Once you've done 10, relax it down, take your break, and we're going to do it all again. So if you're doing this at home by yourself and you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you can always up the weight or you can up the reps on either side. That's absolutely fine. Okay, you got another 15 seconds of rest. We're going to go back 6, 6, and 10. Anyone else's arms like jelly? Okay, when you're ready, lifting your weight up, set yourself for that row, leaning forward, core braced. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good, well done. Keep those hips and shoulders square. Stepping and switching whenever you're ready. Once you're done, stepping in for 10. Let's lift. Feel that core activate as you lift. Almost there. Rest once you've done your 10. Perfect, one last round. That's all we've got. Nice deep breaths. Looks really easy, right? My heart rate's going. So the minimal rest between the exercises is designed to do just that. We're really going to wear out the muscles. Those last few reps should be a challenge. Okay, rest is almost done. Last round, you ready? Let's do it. Lifting up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Perfect. Stepping and switching. Keep that core strong. Stay steady. Last 10, let's go. Rest once you're done. Good job. That's your 3 rounds done. Well done. Give yourself a little shake. A little drink. And bring the heart rate down. So one last little bit to finish. Hopefully you're feeling good. Hopefully you're feeling ready for a challenge. We are going to work through a pyramid of 2 moves. Starting from the bottom, we're going to work our way all up to the top. And then if you can, work your way back down the other side. Your 2 moves, a kettlebell swing, a squat thruster. Your numbers, 4, 6, 8, 10, 8, 6, 4. Okay, so you're going to have 3 minutes to hopefully work your way all the way up to the top, the 10, then work your way all the way back down again to the 4. That's the target. If you can, great. If you can't, it's a benchmark and we're going to work on it, okay? So 4 swings, 4 thrusters, 6 swings, 6 thrusters, 8, 8, 10, 10, then we come all the way back down. Hopefully you've got it. If not, you'll just have to watch it back later and try again. Okay? You've got it. We're going to do this together, okay? So I'm going to demo your 2 moves just in case you're not familiar. Move 1 can be done with the dumbbell if you need to. We're going to demo with the kettlebell. With the dumbbell, literally just hold it with 2 hands, swing through, lift up, okay? So kettlebell, you're holding onto the handle. You're going to hinge through the hip, swing through, and swing forwards. So all that movement is through the lower body. Really try to relax the arms. Move number 2 is your squat thruster. Bringing your kettlebell or your dumbbell up to your chest. You're going to squat down, push and lift all the way to the ceiling, okay? So as we lift, we drive that kettlebell as high as we can. 4, 4, 6, 6, 8, 8, 10, 10, then hopefully all the way back down to 4. Are we ready? Yeah, we're ready. Okay, I'm going to set you a timer for 3 minutes. And we are going to go. Okay. So you've got a 10-second intro, get yourself set, and we're going to start with 4, okay? Let's do it. Hard and heavy, let's go. 3, 2, 1. When you're ready, 4 swings. Once you're done, straight up, 4 thrusters. Drop, push. This is the sweat part. When you're done, 6 swings. Perfect. Lifting up, dropping low, let's go. Straight to 8. If you need to at any point, take a rest. Good. That's almost a minute down. Let's keep it going. Almost at your halfway point. Remember, at any point you need to, that kettlebell comes down, you can rest, okay? You're halfway through your 3 minutes. Let's do it. Once you've done 10, you work your way back down the pyramid, so to 8.
1 minute.
Just keep moving till the countdown finishes. Stay with me. Six and 4, let's go. Push through those legs. Do not give up. That's 3 minutes done. I just missed those last 4 thrusters, which I will beat myself up for the rest of the day. But it's all good, right? Means next time I know to push just a little bit further from the beginning. So well done wherever you got to. Good job. Give yourselves a little pat on the back. Well done. Have a little breather. She says, have a little drink. And then once you're ready, bring yourself back to the mat and we'll just have a little stretch. Whew. So bring your knees wide, stretch your arms forward and sink back into a child's pose. Drawing your hips back towards your heels, just rest your neck and shoulders all the way down to the ground. Breathe and relax. Bring your back arm through, bring it underneath the front arm, drop your ear and shoulder down towards the mat. And then just adjust the top arm till you can feel a big stretch through the upper back. Perfect. Drawing it in, switch to the other side. Bring yourself all the way up. Stepping one leg through into a lunge. Just bring your hands gently down towards the floor. Step it through and stretch through that back hip. I wasn't feeling the sweat until that last bit. That's just done me. I've only got myself to blame. Okay, gently walking the hands back. We're going to rock through this front leg and just sit back till we feel a stretch through the front hamstring. So wherever it feels good to you to stop, sit down, breathe. Sweeping that leg back around, step the other leg through, find that lunge. Breathing out, sinking right down. Taking a big breath in, gently walk the hands back, find that hamstring stretch. So hopefully you enjoyed that. The mixture of the unilateral work, that really works our core and it helps strengthen our balance. And then the moves which use both hands are that full body kicker. Perfect, lifting yourself all the way up. Bring one hand up and across the body, just gently stretch out the shoulder. Release it down, switch to the other side. Perfect, take a big roll of the shoulders, just release. Make sure you have a nice big drink. And a nice sit down. Well done, guys, really good job. Any questions, as always, feel free to pop a question in the chat or send us a message to the YouFit Rochester page. Hopefully you enjoyed it and I shall see you again. I am here next week. I know that some clubs are obviously reopening, some can do classes, some can't. Rochester are one of the ones that are in tier 3, so we can't do live classes. So I'll be back on the YouTube page for as long as you need me. All right, so take care, guys. Have a lovely week and I will see you all soon.